Why does everything feel so complicated?
It's so complicated.
Didn't it used to feel a little more simple?
Yeah,
At least my life felt a lot more simple.
I can remember.
Remember the days of video games and freedom? Remember freedom? The American virtue?
Yes, I do.
Now we're still free, but it just feels like there are more moving parts. For example, I've been in the process of searching for jobs for I guess a couple years now. It doesn't feel like that, but it ended up being a couple years at this point.
Yeah.
And the hoops that I'm having to jump through don't seem like natural. It'd be like, yeah, no, I would understand if it was one or two interviews, but it's like four, and it's like they're screening me like I'm gonna walk on the moon, when really I'm just gonna sell some aluminum siding or something. I also went to college, like a good college too.
Pretty decent.
It seems overcomplicated.
It does.
You know, I keep seeing this meme that says, "We saw nature and made Excel." Yeah, I agree. It's kind of wild. We really did. We took the hypothetically look at like Niagara Falls, something like absurdly beautiful. It's like a only the hand of God could create level beauty, and we're like, no. You know what would be cool? Some AI, bro.
Sick.
Yeah, we're gonna eliminate all entry level jobs and make everything more complicated. Just, you know, this is where studying Steve Jobs is
Do it.
good for the soul because he chopped. He chopped it down. He made everything a little more simple in terms of his world, at least. He took LSD. And the entire world needs LSD. We need to put it in the water supply. We need to put it in the water supply, man.
Yep.
No, obviously not. Actually, that would be probably a crime against humanity. But the original point still stands. Everything feels more complicated.
Yep.
Everything's a business now. They've monetized the earth. The entire earth's a business now. It's crazy.
Yep.
We had it too good. We had it too good, actually. That's the problem with people, it seems. We can't get out of our own ways. We like to make things just as painful as possible for some reason, even though, you know, it's completely unproductive at a certain point. We've actually become too optimized. We've become too optimized where now it's actually hurting us as a species, I think. It's actually hurting us as a species. And there's a lot of uncut gems and people with potential. I like using that phrase because it's a special phrase. No, there's a lot of people with like potential diamonds in the rough that, you know, aren't even getting opportunities because we've over optimized everything. Now everything is like the government seems to have less regulations. Oh yeah, by the way, rules don't apply to people in power. There are no laws for anyone who's in the government, apparently. But you and I, bro, there's laws for all of us. And there's like 7,000 hoops you have to jump through just to like not die. It baffles me every second of every day. So I've done, you know, 35 plus interviews, and it's 50 people watching you in a screening call with, you know, HR and all this insane behavior just to make just enough to not die. God. Now, I was reading on Forbes magazine. This is the office from College Path is dead. Yeah, I noticed. I noticed that like 3 years ago. Thanks for telling me. I noticed. I think a lot of people have noticed that we've made everything just ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous. I think people are starting to wake up, though. It feels like people are starting to wake up. At least the people in their like 20 to 40 range feel like they've been like we've kind of had the wool pulling over our eyes. Uh, People are starting to wonder why it's not simple. It is simple. It really is. It's actually so simple. Couldn't be more simple. I've found activities that you can do that are more complicated than the actual structure of how life should be, if that makes any sense. It doesn't make any sense probably to anybody. It doesn't even make sense to me. I'm just blabbing. That's what I do. I'm a blabber. Thank you for listening to me blab.